In doing homework prior to taking the position at Ouachita, I was trying to basically see what the strong points of the school were, and an area that kept coming up was just the disconnect on Friday nights and just the atmosphere on Friday nights. So the first day I moved here, I went and messaged the coach about visiting him that afternoon. So we went, sat in his office, and I basically said, what can we do to help you on Friday nights to facilitate just an atmosphere on Friday nights? And I let him know some of my plans I had, and as little as where we would sit in the stadium and things like that. And he, of course, being a new coach, was totally on board to anything we could do. And just from there, we just kind of took off.
Yes, as a principal here at Ouachita High School, the culture I want to build is more of a family type culture. I want to build a supportive culture with our teachers, staff, along with the students, and linking it to the community. They know from myself the type of environment that I want to create here, and it's their job to take it and spread it and make sure that it's being produced. And if we all produce the environment that we talk about during the summer leading into the students coming, this is the result that we're going to get.
We do a post-game show because our parents, like most band parents, work concessions. So when the concession stand closes up, we perform our show for the parents. And I was just getting the band students ready on the field and facing them and giving them final instructions. And when I turn around to address the home crowd, the entire Lions football team is right there. And I was speechless at the moment because I announced to the fans, and I stopped in mid-announcement and I don't know if y'all realize what a big deal this is with your team. It's not like this in other places. And it caused our kids to stand a little taller. It caused them, and coming off the field, I mean, they were on top of the world just to see the football team take the time to just support what they're doing. And that was really one of the coolest moments of my career, to have the team do that for our kids.
The arts and things like that in the schools, I know the importance of that. I also know that a halftime show we're not able to attend as football coaches and players. We're inside doing the game planning, so it afforded us an opportunity to give back, you know, to kind of, one, support a band that really does a great job for us. It's an opportunity to, one, show support to them, but two, to also teach a lesson to my kids. You know, oftentimes we think as football players we're on the top of the mountain and that everybody else is below us, but I wanted them to show them that, you know, we're on a level playing field, and they're doing nothing but supporting us on Friday nights, and we need to show that same level of support to them.
And to say we appreciate that was an understatement. When we turned around, you know, I make sure the kids are ready, and I turned around, there's Coach and the whole team, and we hadn't talked about it ahead of time. He was going to do that, and it just meant a lot.
One thing I would have to say about Ouachita High School Band is how much fun we have. No matter how we're doing, we are always going to have fun. We're going to push ourselves to succeed, and we're going to have a great time no matter what. We're going to support our football team, we're going to support everybody, and we're going to support each other.
I think their culture has changed in the hallways in the school, and I think it's just spreading outside of the school. And I think that's what's big, is it's kind of a self-generated culture with the guidance of the staff, the faculty, and the community.
When we watched the band after the game, that just made me feel like it's just something we're supposed to do, because they always put on a good performance for us. I don't mind watching them. They sound good. I love them. I love what they do.
How they stay after the game and watch us play, you know, it's very respectful, makes us feel good about ourselves, and that we know that they care about us as well as we care about them.
A sense of family, you know, us being here for each other and us doing what we can to support. You know, we're here to support them on Friday nights. That's our primary responsibility, and doing what we can to kind of help the game day environment, because if it's going to be contagious to the parents and the students and the fans, and if we can do anything to kind of lift them up on Friday nights, that's what we're here for.
The level of administrative support we get here at Ouachita is phenomenal. Mr. Wright really wants to grow this whole school and the extracurricular programs within it. He knows that'll foster a positive student culture as well as athletic culture and everything. So he's been very supportive of everything we wanted to implement, both in the growth of the band, you know, and what we do with our athletic programs and how we support one another. We feel like, or he feels like, and we echo that it's going to do nothing but help us promote a positive culture.
The feedback from the band parents have been just astronomical. They appreciate the structure, the sound, just everything that has taken place over the last couple of months since the arrival of Mr. Coco and his assistant, Ms. Shelf. They've basically changed the culture of our band program, and it's spreading amongst the positivity in the school with the band students. We've changed the culture of our football program with Coach Lewis and his spread, and so those are your programs that pretty much comprise some of your bigger groups in the school. So those are the kids that people and the students look up to, that they follow.
Anybody can just force their players to watch, but it was they were actively supporting when we came off the field. I mean, they were slapping high fives, some of the band kids, and that meant the absolute world, to where we came out this past week even more fired up to what can we do to help them during the game. So it went a long way. LMEA, we're proud, of course, to be a part of LMEA, and through the all-state bands. We just had first-round all-state auditions this past week, so our kids were super pumped about that. We tried to not blow chops too much of the game, but they had too much fun supporting the team, so we had some kids do really well, and just the opportunities that LMEA gives us through the assessment, through the feedback that we get at festivals, and through all their sanctioned events. It just gives our students an opportunity to kind of perform outside of to be in a large ensemble setting, but also have smaller groups that they can participate and be successful with.